Hi everyone, Harry here to talk about a especially vulnerable group of federal employees as to whom the Trump administration is being ruthless. And those are so-called probationary employees. So under the very labyrinthine civil service protection provisions, someone who's been on the job less than a year is on probation, and their full security clearance, ability to see classified information and the like is still sort of soft. They are presumed to be graduating and elevating to full-time status, but during that year, if you say do something that's unprofessional or derelict, you can just be discharged. Whereas once you've been there a year, really strong career protections and the whole Merit Systems Protection Board and due process within the department and even potentially the courts all kick in. And those latter kinds of protections are going to be fought again and again and again. They're already being fought by people who are non-probationary employees who the Trump administration has tried to go after. Now, there's also a little sliver of people that come up in the Department of Justice in the D.C. office where all these people were brought in to try the January 6th cases. And an interim U.S. attorney who Trump just today has nominated to be the permanent U.S. attorney and is guy's an election denier, raised money for the January 6th defendants. Anyway, he specifically targeted non-probationary employees, but people who in the month or so before the Trump administration took power had transferred from probationary to permanent. And so they've gone after that and will try to make some kind of argument about the Biden's administration trying to, protect them and have them burrow in before they got there. So they go after them as well. But the probationary employees across the government, maybe as many as 10% of the whole workforce, they're just being ruthless about lopping left and right. In theory, you're not supposed to do it for arbitrary reasons, but it makes it a lot easier to do it if something has happened and they don't have all the protections of stating for cause. So in theory, you're not, but in practice, you pretty well can. And those people are being dealt with ruthlessly, as of course, there's a whole nother, the final cadre. You have permanent employees, people who just became permanent, some of whom in DC, they're going after probationary employees. And then there are a lot of people who were hired, including in the Department of Justice, the Honors Division, and they've just had their offers rescinded. So that class of probationary employees and not even yet hired employees are essentially having their legs just cut out from under them. They won't work in the federal government and have their, expectations very abruptly just reversed. So it's all part and parcel of the nasty business of hollowing out the government and under the, completely ill-considered view that they are deep state Democrats who want to go after Republicans. It's just completely crazy for anyone who's ever been there. That's just not even remotely how things work. But they're in the crosshairs and are being shot down one after another. And, of course, what all this means, including even the Thursday night massacres, people are going to be brought in. And, it's a very... it's been traditionally a difficult job to get, and very good people work there and want to work for the federal government. How it's going to work now is a job qualification going to be that you think the 2020 election was stolen, et cetera, and what that translates into, who steps forward, gets these jobs and serves the American people with exercising federal power, and when it's all going to mean just for, services and government function, that's a whole nother nightmare to come. But for now, the big point to know is if probationary employees are just getting, mowed down like grass, and people who have offers are having them rescinded, and that's the federal workforce in 2025 under new President Donald Trump. Talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.